Alrighty, today we're going to be going over Ruby modules and class inheritance. A module is simply just a way of grouping families of functions together. So you have a bunch of functions, they're similar in what they do or whatever, they're just similar somehow, you're going to group them in a module. So let's say we had a module called pet stuff. Inside of our pet stuff, we'll do ask for food, we'll create a method ask for food. So this is our original module, and we're going to say there's a class called pet. And, oh, I forgot to name the class, wow. This pet is going to have one property. Def initialize is going to be the species. And we want our pet to have access to the pet stuff module, so we will include the include keyword with just the name of the function. Now, all of our pet instances, pet.new, will have access for ask for food. We can run this, feed me. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to show you is class inheritance and how this relates to modules. So we're going to have a class called dog, which is a subclass of pet. And we denote that with this little arrow right here, less than sign, technically. And what that really means, when something is a subclass of something, it inherits its parent class's properties and methods, and even the modules included in that class. So we're going to initialize our dog. It's going to have a species because, after all, it also has a species. But so when we call super right here, we're saying go to the parent class and call initialize with this value. So super just references the value class. So if we had a dog and we didn't want it to have a species, we would just leave this out. But we're going to name our dog name. Create an instance variable at name equals name. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create another module. It's going to be called pet tricks. We're going to do def walk, do puts at name is going for a super long walk. So you'll notice that in this module I use an instance variable. If we included this module in something that did not have the name instance variable, we would have to use a raise statement to catch that. Or else it's just going to skip over the instance variable. So if at name, we're going to execute this, we'll add an else, and an end, else raise, no instance variable name. I'm not going to show you guys how that executes because it's really boring, but you can figure it out and try it on your own. Lost my train of thought. So, what we're going to do is we're going to include pet tricks in pet stuff. So, because pet stuff has pet tricks, pet has pet tricks as well, and dog has pet tricks. So we'll demonstrate two things. We'll do pet.new blank dot walk, and we'll do poop equals dog.new. Will be a species of Doge, and it will be a name of Koopa. What we're going to do now is we're going to take Coop for a walk. Let's run this program and see what happens. Okay. Oh, so it crashes the program. It raised an exception. Okay. So we see this, no instance variable name, because pet does not have the instance variable available. We X out of that. Cooper is going for a super long walk. If we didn't want to crash a program, we could just catch an exception there. But I will save that for a future video. Alright, let's say we have something that it wants to go for a walk. It's going to be an alien. So our alien also has a name. Oh gee, we did that backwards. And we're going to include, we're only going to include the Petrifex module. Because an alien wouldn't do stuff like ask for food because it eats humans. To demonstrate, we do alien new. His name will be Marty. Marty's going to go for a walk. Marty is going for a super long walk. Hopefully he doesn't eat Cooper. So the main point I want to get across is that modules are very flexible. Modules can be included inside other modules and inside classes. If you include a module in a file or in a class or in another module, all the methods of that module will be available inside of whatever you're including it in. So you create a module with the module keyword, you make that module available through the include statement, and then so for class inheritance, you just denote that a class is inheriting from another class with this little arrow right there. And what that does, it makes all the methods, all the instance variables, and any modules that the parent class has access to are available with that child. That is it for this video. Wow, that was shorter than I thought. So in the next video, I'm not really sure what we're going to do, so we'll figure it out later. But I would also recommend, if you've made it this far through the series, to check out my Ruby on Rails tutorial, which is coming out today. We're building a blog. Hate to be that guy. But and if not, check up on my Medium and my podcast. Thanks for watching.